Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the NASCAR Fantasy Racing League. Tonight we have Ford EcoBoost Series race at Grand Valley South. It's going to be a very treacherous race because this track it's one of the very weird tracks where it was street course that has a similar shape to the original circuit. I don't think anybody in this league likes it anyways, but we're racing here because it was added recently, 2 or 3 updates ago, and we've never done a race here before, so we're going to do one here tonight. Also, I think I said my intro wrong for the very first time ever. I should have said Formal Guy 01 here, because hi, I'm me. Anyways, Down East qualified on pole by a substantial amount. I think he is literally 9/10 quicker than the 44 car, so we're going to see what he can do today with Call League Racing. He's riding one of the biggest win streaks right now, because he didn't race High Speed Ring, so that technically doesn't count against him since he didn't lose that race, technically speaking. But yeah, these guys are going to form up. It's going to be very, very interesting to see how this goes. At 7 cars in the field, I'm not sure if Clone's going to be running more than just stage 1, but here they come down to the start-finish line. The Click It or Ticket 200, live from Grand Valley South. Green flag. Down East chose the right lane. That's going to be the preferred line going into this first turn. Now, we've seen these guys qualify. We've seen these guys practice. We've never seen these guys drive in a bunch yet on this racetrack. So Down East got really loose. There's a couple of cars getting loose in the back. I think that was Hud's getting really loose sideways in that 66 car. Down East gets out to a decent lead to start. Lone might shoot off into that wall. Actually, almost a few drivers in. Oh! Lone gets into that wall. That's going to collect the 9, also going to collect the 42. That is a multi-car wreck. I do believe that's going to be a caution. Yep. Yellow flag is out already. That was quick. Yeah, like I said, this race is it's really going to test some of these drivers because we've never raced here before. Never even done a practice race here to my knowledge. And now we have 7 of our FES starters running here. So just to note, more than likely we're not going to be doing any racing or live streams next weekend. We're going to take a week off, take just a week break, because there's an update coming out on Thursday, and plus these servers are kind of bad right now. They've just been acting really wonky. I do believe that was Choose Cone. I'm going to try this again and see if these guys can actually make it down that hill. Alright, coming down to the start-finish line. Green flag is out. Swan got a heck of a push from the 3 car. See if maybe he can ride the outside line into turn 1. No, he is completely clear of the 16. Now somebody else is dive-bombing the 16. Van Gogh got under him. Lone's going to try to follow him. That's Van Gogh's teammate in the 43. Is Down East to the side of the 42. Not quite. He tried to get there. Not quite clear. Ooh, too wide. That's a really dangerous spot to be too wide. This time everybody is single file. Oh, Frank underbraked a little bit. He's going to get to the inside of Lone. I think he just backed off there. He let him have it. Lone gave him a little door right there. Clone's going to try to get inside of the 9 car. Looks like he is there. They are too wide for 5th place. Frank immediately went to the outside because he actually got clear of the 3 car on corner exit. Now we get to see these guys' aggressive driving lines. Down East is already caught back up to the 44's bumper. Oh, loose, very, very loose for the 16 car. He is fine. I think he just put his foot to the floor and he did not lift because obviously Down East has a lot of confidence in this race car. And I'm trying to see the side of his car, but I do believe that car has 4 win stickers on it. And if that actual car does not, that means he has not updated it, which is a pretty bad shame. Frank to the inside of Lone, and he actually just gave Lone a shot coming out of that corner. That's just for 4th place. That was a very aggressive move. Swan gets into the dirt. He almost spun it out. He's going to be really slow going through this section. Down East is coming through like a rocket ship. Just looking back here. Every single car is getting wicked loose. HUD's just spun out and wiped out. Down East went to the lead in that split second that I looked back at HUD's. Good lord, dude. That's a wicked looking camera angle of this racetrack. And again, this racetrack, it's been in many GTs in the past. I think it was, I remember playing it on Gran Turismo 3. I'm not sure if it was in 2 or 1, but definitely in 3 and every GT going forward. One of the all-time favorites of a lot of GT enthusiasts, but obviously this remake of it is just not good. Down East already is up to a 2.5 second lead over the 44. And Van Gogh right now is within striking distance of the 44 car for second place. Frank into the wall, Clone into the wall. And again, the stage lengths for tonight, 12, 12, and 20, I think. Ooh, Frank went way to the outside. Clone's going to get into that barrier. I'm shocked that 3 car didn't just go sideways. Just looking through the field because I'm really curious how all these guys are going to drive in a pack. Huds is way off pace. They did not throw a yellow flag because of his mishap. Down East is now up to 3.7 seconds. I tell you, man, Colleague Racing is just making a heck of a... Actually, I think that's still quicker than what second place qualified with in qualifying. Swan's brake pedal just went through the floor of that race car and did not work. Van Gogh's going to close way up on him. Frank's now starting to catch up to the 42 a little bit there. Everybody else is mostly spaced out, mostly single file. In fact, really everybody is, but if any of these 3 start getting close together, that's going to change. Thought I heard Clone's tires screeching. Looks like he's fine. Boy, these guys are really trying to learn this racetrack. And again, everybody has plenty of time to learn the tracks that we race at for the season, but sometimes there's drivers that don't have time to look at them and drive at them, or there's just simply no time in their schedule to come here. So sometimes some of these drivers will not race on the next track at all until the day of the race. So for some of these guys, it might take them the entire first stage just to learn the track and get used to it. Swan is now 3.4 seconds ahead of Van Gogh, as Down East is now 5 seconds ahead of Swan. Jeez. Yeah, if y'all saw last night's race for the Oshkosh series, I don't know what the heck happened with that, but we had multiple server issues. We had people lagging and just being fidgety all over the track. I mean, High Speed Ring is already known for being laggy, but something was definitely wrong there. I'm not sure if it was Pudge's internet. I'm pretty sure it was mostly the game's servers. And with all of that, we're going to definitely take a break next week because these boys have been racing really hard. We had a kind of a short off season because we finished, I think, second week of June, somewhere in that ballpark. And then we started racing again, I think we started racing end of July. Like, we were supposed to wait until the first week of August, but I literally think we started racing again in July. So with that short off time, these boys are just... Whenever you do this for a really, really long time, sometimes it can get old and sometimes you just want a break, and that's exactly what these boys want. So whenever this season is over, I am pretty positive we're going to be discussing having a longer off season. And also, oh, Down East, what in the heck just happened to that 16 car? For a second I thought that was server lag, but no, that was complete driver error there. Swan's going to close up. He just cut off about 1.5 seconds. Dear Lord. That was a pretty good recovery by that 16. That could have been a lot worse. I'm going to look through the field a little bit here. So Down East and Swan have separated themselves from the rest of the pack. Frank has gotten around Van Gogh for 3rd place. Clone is starting to catch up to Van Gogh. And yeah, I think he's going to get around Van Gogh with that move. Dear Lord. Van Gogh's having all sorts of trouble. Clone is just following him step for step. Clone to the inside. He's going to get around him. He's going to make his way up to 4th place. Clone is way in the back. Car is really loose. Jeez, there's a big gap between Huds and the leader. That's insane. just looking for any kind of close quarter pack racing, and there's just not much of it happening this stage so far. Only good thing is these stages are going to be pretty quick. In fact, I'm shocked it's going to be this quick, to be honest with you. Because 12 laps, about 1:10 per piece, so like, that's 12 minutes. That's only a 13 to 15 minute stage, so I mean, that's... I like the shorter stage lengths, but that is really short. So Frank is up to third. He just battled to get around Van Gogh there for about a lap and a half, and he's still 9.7 seconds off of Swan. Now, you would think that that caution would have helped some of these boys, and I think it did, because at the start of this run, someone dive-bombed the 16. Swan got a way better push. Down East fell back to third or fourth place, but he rallied back and raced so hard. And again, it didn't really mean much because he's still 3.6 seconds ahead of the 44 car. Give you a little in-car camera of the 16 car here. As you see on the left side of your screen, the fastest lap of the race run by Down East is a 1:06.9, which is, again, just insane. He's only about 1/10 off of his pole qualifying time, so that car is as fast as it was in that run. He's still purple by 1/10. Heading off into this final wrapping corner here, it heads into a tunnel. Jeez. Whenever you're with this in-car camera, you can really tell how hard these drivers are working these steering wheels. There you have it, another 10th purple. So now he has matched his pole time. Wow, this is a crazy view going over this bridge. We have a car that's a little squirrely in the back. That is HUD's. Looks like he's fine. The only thing with HUD's is I saw his arrow get wicked sideways there for a minute, but it looks like he's all good to go. So yeah, these boys have kept it green. Oh my god, I hear him squealing again. HUD's is around again with the leaders coming by. HUD's is going to have to sit there for a second. Jeez, dude, that 66 Petty team, they are not having a good time here today. He's going to finish a lap down for this stage more than likely, so that means he'll be the lucky dog and get his lap back. Yikes, dude. He spun out in the middle left section of the track map up there on the top right. And then by the time we got up to him, he was already recovered, and then he spun out 2 turns later. So they definitely have a lot to work on during the stage break. Down East is now 4.7 seconds ahead of the 44 car. And again, the craziest thing about all of this is Down East is currently, I think, 5th or 6th in points. And you have to be in the top 6 to advance to the playoffs, but Down East has 20 playoff points, while Swan, the points leader, only has 3. So that means whenever the playoffs roll around and all the points reset, everybody has the same amount of points, and then your playoff points get added to your total. So that means that Down East is going to go from 5th place to 1st, because he has more playoff points than anybody. But again, still got a lot of racing to do this season. Swan's just hoping to rack up some playoff points so he can start somewhat in the good for the playoffs. Coming down to the start-finish line, there will be 1 lap to go for stage 1. Down East is just in a different time zone. It seems like that car is illegal with how fast it is. A 1:06.7. You see it right there on the right. Again, this track is called, I think, Grand Valley Highway, and it looks like a real American roadway, so that's why we called it the Click It or Ticket 200. He is 2/10 purple. Van Gogh is going down pit lane because he does not have enough fuel to make it the rest of the way. God, dude, this... Hey, jeez. Crazy. He's now 3/10. He just gained another 10th in that track sector. All right, coming through the tunnel. Down East makes it look easy, like extremely easy. 8.5 second gap and still gaining down the front straightaway. Down East is going to win stage 1 of the Click It or Ticket 200. That is another playoff point added to his total with a 106.4 on his final lap. Just to compare lap times, even though it literally doesn't matter, Swan just ran a 108.6. That is 2.2 seconds faster than the 44 car on just that lap. That's insane, dude. This 16 car, I don't know what Kaulig found during the offseason, but they have found outrageous speed for this Mustang. We'll throw up the official finishing order here in 1 second. Also gotta save the replay. And we have one more stage, and then the finale stage, which is going to be just a little bit longer than stages 1 and 2. There are your results for stage 1. God, dude, 106.4. I'm just stuck looking at that. I mean, even looking at the rest of the field, fastest lap of a 107.2, so he's still about 8/10 off of Down East. But then everybody behind Swan, 6/10, 6/10. Then all of a sudden, 1.4 seconds off of Swan. I mean, we said in the high speed ring race last night that most of the cars seem to be pretty close together as far as speed. Not tonight. This is some of the... there's such an amassed difference in speed between these cars tonight. So honestly, if anybody but the 16 wins this race, that'd be insane. But alright, we're going to take a short stage break, and then we will be back for stage 2. Alright, y'all, we are back, and we have some breaking news for you. As you just saw, Down East won the race won the stage 1 there by 8 seconds. Here's the results here. So 8 seconds between first and second, 18 seconds between third and first. I mean, we just had a long discussion here about this race. Basically, everybody is content with their finishing position for this stage, and not much is going to change on the actual track during these stages. So the NFRL just had a big ruling change. The race is officially over. Checkered flag. Down East will officially win the Click It or Ticket 200. Ending in early. Just, again, everybody agrees that nothing is going to change if they run the rest of the stages out. So, yeah, Down East wins the shortest race I think we've ever had in the NFRL as a point-sanctioned race. And yeah, we're going to get in here in a second and interview him, even though there's probably not much to talk to him about. And again, we're doing this because basically the entire pack does not like this track. There's just not much to say about it. The cars are really hard to drive here, and with the results looking like they won't change much at all for stages 2 and 3, there's just not even much of a point in racing stages 2 and 3. And yeah, I do want to apologize for the impromptu demo derby that is going on here right now, but yeah, I don't think we've ever called a race early before because we thought the results for the later stages would not change from the first. So definitely a league first, and I'm sorry that this stream is going to be extremely short tonight, but again, that just goes to show you that we are all very overdue for a break from racing, and we're definitely taking one next week. It's alright, let's get in this chat.
Quiet. Sir, this is abuse.
Hey, Down East, if you're still alive and breathing, this is Formal Guy up in the booth, you got me?
Unfortunately, yes, I still have you.
So, first ever NFRL race that got shortened because everybody was determined that the results would not change in stages 2 and 3. And also, nobody likes this track. So, how do you feel about this race as a whole?
So despite the fact that the race is cut short, I'm probably the only one who actually likes about this track. I honestly feel like I accomplished nothing. That's not because I'm gloating, I just feel like I accomplished nothing.
Alright, well hey, you get 7 more playoff points, lickety split. This stream is only a half hour long, so congrats buddy, nice win.
Thanks, I guess.
So y'all, this has been the NFRL, the NASCAR Fast Racing League. This is the fastest race we've ever done in history, the shortest race we've ever done in history. I want to thank y'all so much for watching, and by y'all I mean I think the one viewer I had at some point in the middle of that stage that came and went. Very much appreciate you, one person. Thank you for watching the Click It or Ticket 200. And the point of this race was to show that you should never speed on public roads or you will get a ticket. And apparently everybody in this race got ticketed because we were not able to finish the whole race. So again, thank y'all so much for watching this race. I think the 15-minute actual part of racing. And again, All-Star races on Monday. We won't be streaming. And also, we're probably taking a full week break next week because obviously we have a lot of fines to pay. But yeah, this is the NASCAR Fantasy Racing League. I would shout out sponsors, but I think they're too embarrassed of this video to be mentioned, so I'll save that for next video. And yeah, we'll see you next time.